Hello again, students. We will discuss now the methods of getting the determinant of a matrix using the upper triangular method. So here is the step in getting the determinant of a matrix using this method. So to reduce a matrix into an upper triangular form, elementary row operations are used. So these are the elementary row operations. Number one, interchanging any two rows. So we can switch rows, any rows in our matrix. Number two, multiplying every element of any row by a non-zero number. So you can multiply a scalar value or constant to any row of your matrix. And lastly, adding a non-zero scalar multiple of the elements of any row to the corresponding elements of another row. So here is the formula for that particular operations. So what we're going to do, one row of your matrix will be changed into different values using this formula. So for example, if you want to change the value of your third row, so here's your new value of your third row. Then to compute that, using the previous or the old value of your row 3, and then minus the leading element of your row 3 divided by the leading element of row m times row m. What's the meaning of row n and row m, by the way? Row n is the value of row n that will be reduced to change into new row n. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung papalitan natin yung value. Okay? Yung row n na yan. Then, Rm naman, that is the row of the main diagonal element considered in the row operation. Later, we will discuss it clearly so that you can understand paano ba gawin para perform itong elementary row operations. Then lastly, yung leading element, this is one of the very important thing in calculating this operation. So definition of that is the leftmost non-zero element of the row, pinaka-left side. Then yung unang-unang elements na hindi zero. Or sometimes, mas madali natin siya i-determine basta yung mga element under the main diagonal element na kinoconsider natin sa row operation. Okay? So, let's try muna paano natin i-perform itong method. So, let's have an example. Okay, so here's our matrix. Una muna is i-determine natin yung main diagonal natin. Ito yung main diagonal natin. Then, sabi natin, pagka upper triangular form, dapat lahat na nasa baba ng main diagonal ay equal to 0. So, una muna, ipili lang tayo ng isang element ng ating main diagonal. And mostly, ang lagi natin pinipili, yung unang-unang main diagonal element, which is so yung ating main diagonal element ay row 1. So sa lahat ng nasa baba, itong ating main diagonal element ay gagawin nating 0. So lahat kasi ay hindi naman lahat naman ay hindi 0 yung value. So lahat ng papalitan nating rows ay yung row 2, row 3, and row 4. Take note on this. So therefore, ito yung ating tinatawag na RM, yung row M. And then itong tatlo naman, ito yung Rn natin, row Rn. Okay, so to formulate yung equation natin, ganito yung una natin gagawin. Sa row 2 muna tayo. So new row 2 can be computed using this formula. So kung ano yung value dito or anong row yun nandito, isusulit mo siya R2. Then minus, balikan natin ulit yung formula. Sabi dito is leading element of your row n. So yung row n natin dito, ito yung row 2, di ba? Ito yung kinonsider natin. And then yung sa row 2, yung leading element niya, leftmost side, di ba? And then sa baba ng main diagonal element na kinonsider natin. Main diagonal na kinonsider natin ay yung negative 5. So lahat ng sa baba niyan, yan yung leading element natin. Sa row 2, yung leading element niya ay negative 4. So lalagay natin ay negative 4. Sa baba naman, formula natin, leading element of row M. So yung main diagonal natin. Yung main diagonal natin, that is negative 5. Then, Sabi dito, i-multiply natin siya sa RM natin. Times RM. Ano ba yung RM natin? That is rho 1. So, lalagyan mo lang ay R1. So, this is our equation for new R2. Next. Yung new R3 naman tayo. So, new R3, same procedure. So, ay magiging R3. And minus, leading element of your R3, which is yung 3. Then, sa ilalim naman yung ating may diagonal element, na negative 5. And then, of course, ito ay R1 pa rin. So, para sa new R4 naman, this is R4 minus leading element of 3 divided by negative 5 and then times R. So we have now all of the equations that we need to perform yung ating elementary row operation. So let's start with your new R2 muna. So how are we going to compute yung new R2 natin? So ito yung formula natin, R2 minus, lagyan natin yung formula, no? That is R2 minus negative 4 over 5, so that is positive 4 over 5, then R1. So, yung R2 and R1 yan yung mga elements natin doon sa ating row, specific row. So, halimbawa, dito tayo sa yung R2 natin. So, unang element natin sa R2 ay negative 4. Lagyan natin negative 4 minus 4 over 5 times R1. Yung R1 yung tinutukoy, kung ano yung katapat niya sa row 1. So, that is negative 5. Lagay lang natin yung negative 5. So, the value here is equivalent to 0. Next value naman, second element naman tayo ng row 2, which is yung 2 naman na. So, 2 minus 4 over 5 multiply by, ano yung katapat niya sa row 1? So, that is 7. This is equivalent to negative 18 over 5. Next, dito tayo sa third element. Yung third element natin ay positive 1. So, 1 minus 4 over 5 times yung katapat niya ay positive 1. That is equivalent to 1 over. Okay, next, last element, that is 0. 0 minus 4 over 5, then multiply by 3. That is equivalent to negative 12 over 5. So that is our new values of. Okay, so mamaya, papakita natin paano natin sa sulat. Proceed muna tayo sa new R3. New R3 natin can be computed using R3 minus, or let's say, plus na. Kasi negative dito, negative, so that is positive. So that is plus 3 over 5 R1. So let's compute all values of new R3. So ito yung first element natin, 3. 3 plus 3 over 5 times yung R1. Yung R1 yung corresponding element pa rin sa row 1. That is negative 5. Therefore, the value here is equivalent to 0. Next, second element, negative 6 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by corresponding element sa row 1, that is 7. And that is equivalent to negative 9 over 5. Next, third element, negative 10 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by corresponding element natin sa taas ay positive 1. That is negative 47 over 5 plus. So, ito naman yung positive 9. So, 9 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by corresponding element sa row 1, that is equivalent to 3. So, that is equivalent to 54 over 5. Next naman ay yung ating new R4. Ang new R4 natin can be computed using R4 plus 3 over 5 R1. Okay, so first element natin sa row 4, that is 3 plus 3 over 5 times yung corresponding element pa rin sa row 1, taas, is negative 5. So, ito ay 0. Next, second element, negative 1 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by the corresponding element at row 1, that is equivalent to 7. That is equivalent to 16 over 5. Next, third element, we have 6 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by positive 1. We have 33 over 5. Last element, so yung positive, we have 3 plus 3 over 5 multiplied by corresponding element na 3. So therefore, the value is 25 over or 24 over 5. So once na-complete natin to, then we can write now your new matrix. Okay, so una, alin dyan yung kailangan natin palitan o hindi? Una, yung row 1, wala naman tayong equation for new R1. So therefore, kung ano yung nasa row 1 natin, from old matrix, kopyahin lang natin. So yung nasa row 1 natin ay negative 5, 7, 1, and then 3. Lagay lang natin. Negative 5, 7, 1, and then 3. Next. Ngayon, yung new R2 natin may bagong value. 0, negative 18 over 5, 1 over 5, negative 12 over 5. So, sulat lang natin siya ng ganyang pagkakasunod din, horizontally. 0, negative 18 over 5, 1 over 5, negative 12 over 5. Next, ito naman tayo sa third row. Third row, ito yung bagong value. 0, negative 9 over 5, negative 47 over 5, 54 over 5. 0, negative 9 over 5, negative 47 over 5, 54 over 5. Para naman sa fourth row, ito naman yung bagong values. So, copyahin lang natin. 0, 16 over 5, 33 over 5, 24 over 0, 16 over 5, 33 over 5, 24 over 5. So, ito na yung bagong matrix natin. So, once na-establish natin yung bagong matrix, then, mag-draw ulit tayo ng main diagonal natin. Okay? Then, as you can see, nasa first element natin na main diagonal ay 0 na. So, dito naman tayo sa pangalawa. Pangalawa naman tayo mag-consider. So, yung ating RM, ito yung RM natin ngayon. So, that is O2. Then, lahat na nasa baba niyan ay gagawin natin 0. So, yung mga RNs natin ay yung ating row 3 and row 4 naman. So, yung mga bagong row na papalitan natin, that is yung new R3. So, this can be computed using, copyahin lang natin yung R3 dyan, then minus yung leading element of your row 3, di ba? So, yung leading element, leftmost side na hindi non-zero, or na non-zero, that is negative 9 over 5. So, yung nasa baba ng main diagonal natin na kina-consider. Divided by yung main diagonal mismo na kina-consider natin. Then, RM natin, that is R2. Lagi lang natin dito ay R2. So, we can simplify it as R3 minus, let's say, 69 over 18, the 1/2. 1 over 2 R2. Next, for your new R4, is R4 minus leading element, that is 16 over 15, or 16 over 5, divided by negative 18 over 5. Then multiply by R2. So to simplify, we have R4 plus 8 over 9, then R2. So these are our equation for getting the new values of your new matrix. So let's compute first yung mga bagong values ng ating R3. Yung R3. So ito yung equation natin, that is R3 minus 1/2 of R2. So, first element ng R3 natin ay 0. Then yung sa R2 naman ay 0 din. So, no need to use yung first element. We can jump now to sa pangalawa na. Kasi 0, 0 lang naman yung nandiyan. So, we will start with negative 9 over 5. Pero kung gusto niyo, kung di kayo sure, pwede namang solve nyo rin. Pero for sure yan, 0 lang din naman yung makukuha nyo sa first element. Kasi nga, na-reduce na siya to 0. Update natin para sa pangalawang element, negative 9 over 5 minus 1/2 multiplied by R2. So that is negative 18 over 5. So this is equivalent to 0. Dahil sa pangalawang element. Okay? Negative 47 over 5 minus 1/2 times ano yung corresponding niya? Second row. That is 1 over 5. Therefore, the value here is negative 19 over 2. Last one, last element, 54 over 5 minus 1/2 times yung corresponding element sa row 2, that is negative 12 over 5. Therefore, the answer here is 12. Okay, the next, let's compute now for yung new R4. Yung R4 natin is R4 minus 8 over 9 R2. Compute natin isa-isa. We can jump on the second element. The second element natin ay 16 over 5. Ayan, 16 over 5. And minus 8 over 9 times yung corresponding element sa row 2. Row 2 ha, kasi row 2 yung nandito. That is negative 18 over 5. So therefore, that is equivalent to 0. Solve naman natin yung new value of R4. R4 is R4 plus 8 over 9 R2. First element, pwede na natin skip kasi puro 0 lang. So start na tayo with second element na 16 over 5. And plus 8 over 9 times yung element natin dun sa ating second row. That is negative 18 over. So therefore, that is equivalent to 0. The next, third element, that is 33 over 5 plus 8 over 9 multiplied by its corresponding value sa second row, 1 over 5. Therefore, the answer here is 61 over 9. Last element. So, dito tayo sa 24 over 5 plus 8 over 9 times yung corresponding element natin sa row 2 na negative 12 over 5. Therefore, the answer here ay 8 over 3. So therefore, we can write now our new matrix. So, kung napansin ninyo, hindi natin binago yung row 1 and then row 2. Ang binago lang natin ay R3 and then R4. Ito yung ating magiging bagong matrix. So, yung row 2 and row 1, kukopihin lang natin yung values dyan dito sa ating matrix. So, row 1 ay negative 5, 7, 1, and then 3. The second row, that is 0, negative 18 over 5, 1 over 5, negative 12 over 5. Okay? Next, para naman sa row 3 and row 4, ito na yung gagamitin natin value. Yung bago, yung na-compute na natin. Para naman sa row 3 and row 4, ito na yung gagamitin natin mga values. So, ito na yung bago. So, ito ay Start with 0 yan ha, kasi in-skip na natin yung first element. So, second element, third, and then fourth. Ito yung magiging value. 0, 0, negative 19 over 2, then 12. Then followed by 0, 0, 61 over 9, and then 8 over 2. Okay? So, this is our new matrix. Then next, then ulit, main diagonal. Highlight natin yung main diagonal. Then afterwards, tapos na tayo sa first and the second main diagonal element, dito na tayo sa lahat na nasa baba niya, ay gagawin natin 0. So, yung ating RM now ay R3. For Rn, isa na lang. So, that is your R. So, therefore, isang row na lang yung papalitan natin. So, yung maging equation niya ay new R4 can be computed using R4 minus leading element natin sa R4, that is 61 over 9. And divided by, sa main diagonal naman natin ay negative 19 over 2. And then this is R3. So to simplify, so this can be simplified into this. That is equivalent to positive 122 over 171 R3. So let's compute now our new R4. New R4 equivalent to R4 plus 122 over 171 R3. Substitute natin, we can skip now first and second element since puro 0 lang dyan. So that is equivalent sa 61 over 9. The first element muna, ito. Then plus 122 over 171 times yung kanyang corresponding element sa row 3. It's negative 19 over 2. The answer here is equivalent sa 0. Then next, last element, yung 8 over 3 naman. 8 over 3 plus 122 over 171 multiplied by corresponding element sa third row, which is yung 12. So the answer here is 640 over 57. So we are already done now. Lahat na ay na-convert natin to 0. Then, i-create naman natin yung bago nating matrix. So sa ating matrix, ang nagalaw lang ay R4. No, R1, R2, R3 ay still the same lang din yung value kung okay lang. So ito yung ating magiging bagong matrix natin. That is 5, 7, 1. Or this is equal to negative 5, 7, 1, and then 3. This is 0. Negative 18 over 5. 1 over 5. Negative 12 over 5. For third row, that is 0, 0, negative 19 over 2, and then 12. Then, para naman dun sa ating R4, ito yung gagamitin yung value. Take note, wala na yung first two values, so kukopyahin na lang natin yung last two values. So 0, 0, then 0 again, and lastly ay 640 over 57. Next is to get now the determinant of your matrix. Always take note that when we're trying to get the determinant of an upper triangular matrix, kasi napapansin natin, ang ating matrix ngayon ay upper triangular matrix. At nasa baba, na main diagonal ay 0. So to get the determinant of that particular matrix, ito yung ating computation. Determinant of upper triangular matrix is the product of all main diagonal elements. So gagawin lang natin, i-multiply natin one by one lahat ng nasa main diagonal. So therefore, yung determinant A is just simply negative 5 times negative 18 over 5 times negative 19 over 2 times 640 over 57. Therefore, the answer here ay negative 1/9. That is the final answer. 4 is. So itong ating method is advisable to use for larger sizes of matrices. So the smaller sizes, huwag na natin ito gamitin, medyo matrabaho siya. But for larger sizes, ito na yung pinakamabilis. Okay, to get the determinant of your matrix.